third part to my series of Windows deployment services, and this part is all about single cast transmission with an unintended answer file. So what I'm going to do is click on the Windows Server 2008 data center. So you need to go down to the server here, go to the install images, go on to the Windows Server 2008, which I just installed, and the server I want to actually configure is the server data center x64, which matches with this computer. And you go to properties, and on this sheet here it tells you a little bit of information about the Server 2008. Check this box. I have to select a file, unintended answer file. We don't have one just yet, so I'm just going to go create one. So we cancel out there. One way would be from scratch. If you're beginning to scripting and programming, these unattended answer files are written in XML, and if you know how they are formatted, you could start with a blank text document, start coding. Not too many people will do that way. Option 2 is to go out and find someone else's answer file. There are a number of them out on the internet. A matter of fact, Microsoft has their own answer files on their website to help you get started. And if you just modify these answer files to what you need them to. The third option would be to use the Windows Automated Installation Kit to go ahead and get this assistance to creating this file. That's what we're going to do now. First thing that has to be done in order to use the Automated Installation Kit is to copy the install.wimp file off of your Windows 2008 DVD. I'm going ahead and show you that. So you got to start, go to your computer, open your disk, go to the sources folder, and then you just got to find where the install is. Which is there. And then I'm going to copy that to my root of my C drive. Next thing, I'm going to install the Automated Installation Kit. This is a free download from Microsoft. I've already downloaded it and burned it to a DVD. Right, okay, let me go onto the DVD. And you just install it. Okay, I'm going to click on the Windows WAIK setup. And this will go through a basic installation here. Okay, I'm going to exit out of here. What I want to do now is to look for a specific kit called the Windows System Image Master Windows Sim Tool. Okay, so if you go to the start, go to Windows System Manager. I will tell you that this installation kit has a lot of other features with it. You can really assist you in a mass deployment on your network. This is more typical for client side of things. Again, to mass deployments of Windows 7 and 8, and this is what a lot of this is designed for. So we're going to create a simple answer file for Windows 2008 server. Now the first thing we need to do we need to select the image file we copied over to the hard drive. So if you go onto here and go right click and select the image, and then you have to find where it is, where you saved it. I saved it onto the C drive. Then you select install WIM file and you open that up. And this is actually why we need to move it to the hard drive. It says the catalog file cannot be opened for the following reasons. Can't find the catalog file associated with the image. So we need to go ahead and create the catalog file. This is a file that helps us navigate of the image and locate where the certain installation features are going to be located. Click yes, and again, if this was on the DVD, we wouldn't be able to create this catalog file because it's creating it in the same location where the image file is, and we can't write to the DVD. The catalog file has been created. As you can see here, we now have an image. What we need to do next, after selecting the image, we need to go ahead and create an answer file based upon this image. So right click on the answer file, new answer file. Here you will see we have components and packages, just like we do in the image down here, and there are 7 different components that make up the answer file. And there again, this can get quite sophisticated, but we're going to keep this fairly simple for right now. I will tell you that this is a lot of research you need to do in order to have or to learn how to do the exact answer file for your specifics, what you want for your server. But we're going ahead selecting a couple of common settings. Over here, back on the image, we're going to expand the components, and you will see a lot of components. That's why I am saying there's a lot of stuff that you do in the automated configuring of a server. Right, I'm going to expand the unattended, expand identification, click on credentials. Now what this setting is, this has to do with want the server automatically join the domain and do so with specific credentials. So I'm going to go ahead and right click and add the setting to pass for specialize. You will see over on the answer file we now have the ability to go ahead and enter these credentials. Put the domain in there. The password. And the username. Those will be credentials that will now join the domain. If you just click on identification, we need to select join domain and put in the name of the domain. Ours would be londonbooks.com. Windows Server 2008 automatically, part of the installation, will attempt to join the londonbooks.com domain. As long as we have connectivity with the domain controller, we will all use to do this. That will all work. Okay, let's go one step further and go to this side and go to shell setup and expand that. Okay, if we add it to specialize again, a lot of these settings you do will be under the specialized component of the unattended installations. They are entire books to do with an answer file, which you can learn all about these settings for the servers. And the reason why I've actually got this one here is because you can add a computer name to the server, which I have done here, and the name of my server is going to be man books. This is going to be another domain server, which is going to be in man. And what else you can put in here is the product key as well, and you can also put in here the time zone for this answer file. So you go down to the list and you save it file as. This is the default name that Windows will look for even if you are doing a DVD based installation. If I take this unattended document and put it into a flash drive and put the USB flash drive into a computer and boot off the DVD, it will automatically look for this file and use it. So I like to stay with the default name. Okay, you go back to your Windows server on the Windows deployment services, and I'm going to be going on to the server data center because this is the server which we need in Manchester. And you go properties and click allow image to install on intended mode, and you select where the image is. That's where our image is. That's where we saved it. Apply that. What I have done is, if any other computer connects to this Windows deployment services server and attempts to use this image for deployment, will automatically have the name man book and will join the London Books domain. I have just logged into the Manchester domain computer, and you can see it's automatically joined the London Books domain.